This is a gentleman who's probably known as the most eccentric comic we have in the scene here. He's wearing a corduroy jacket in the middle of summer and women's glasses. Give it up for my compatriot and friend, kinda, David Habel, y'all. Give it up for David Habel.
Speaking of 50 Cent, I heard he's changing his name to 0 Cent because he's bankrupt. You see, he had this plan to get rich or die trying, and then he got rich and didn't know what the fuck to do. So a gay marriage happened, and is happening. This makes me think of the Beatles. I'll tell you why. Because John Lennon and Paul McCartney always got into it over their name order on the songwriting credits. And so this makes me think, if John Lennon had lived to see today, and he had had some sort of relationship with Paul McCartney, two of them got married and shit, which one of them's going to have their name before the hyphen? It's going to be like, no, John, you got the credit on the records, so I'm getting the fucking credit and the marriage. Oh, I'm not stopping. I'm just getting started. Now, I've been watching a lot of Netflix lately, because that's what depressed people do. And, well, non-depressed people do it too, but depressed people are really good at it. And so I started watching Dexter. And I mean, if you look at me, right, you see this French coat in July, you see the way I'm wearing women's glasses, kind of shaking up here, holding my beer, not really sure what I'm doing. You know, I've never really identified with the character the way I identify with Dexter Morgan. I mean, he's a serial killer, but the thing that really got to me is he's adopted too. Not enough people watch the show to think that's funny. All right, fuck it. So, let's see. I think a sense of humor is really sexy in a woman. It's why I keep dating these blind girls who see me perform at my show. It's either the blind girls or the deaf girls. Blind girls, they can't see me wearing this fucking coat, so they don't know how creepy I look. The deaf girls, they can't hear me telling my jokes, so they don't know how bad they are. It's like, I used to have long hair until not too long ago, and not too long ago, I cut it. And not too long ago, people started treating me differently. But it just was a gradual kind of process, you know? And it's funny, with long hair, you can go from hippie to hipster to crackhead, like depending on how much you wash it. And at different times in my life, I've washed it a lot and looked like fucking Zoriel. And at other times, I've not washed it and had homeless people point me to the nearest soup kitchen. Especially when I'm wearing this jacket. The funny thing is I actually asked them for directions. So, I'm going to look at my cheat book, because my memory's shit. Yeah, I already talked about Dexter. I can never get tired of talking about John Cena. Fucking John Cena. He's like the Rick Astley of wrestling. Because every time you watch him, it's like you're getting trolled. And his theme is never give up. And Rick Astley's theme is never going to give you up. So I think John Cena ripped Rick Astley off and learned to be horrible and famous at the same time from him. I mean, the only thing that is keeping him from getting a lawsuit is that John Cena wears those jean shorts and not big jeans. And he's not a redhead who dances. That sounds like a black man. So I've been learning to drive stick shift lately, and I gotta warn you, I'm gonna be on the road between 6 and 8 tomorrow. I've mainly been doing it in the cemetery, which is always really safe. because, yeah, don't read into that, please. The safe thing about the cemetery is everybody there is already dead. So I never have to worry about that shit. But tomorrow between 6 and 8, you know, I might advise you stay inside because it'll be my first time on the road in a while. So yeah, I grew up here in Knoxville. Well, I was born and raised. I was born in Asheville. This is why I failed as an English major, because I couldn't be concise and always got into semantics. I dropped out of school to pursue comedy, and I've been pursuing it ever since. And it used to be, you know, just for social anxiety, because it can be troublesome talking to people. I mean, I don't know if you believe me or not, but it can be a thing, you know. And so it used to be like I went here because I was lonely. Like I came to these shows at the start to make friends, but I kept running away every time a show would end because I'd be like, oh shit, I actually have to talk to people now and not like at them. Anyways, so I might be autistic. But I miss too many social cues to know. That's the end of my set. Love y'all.
David Hable, everyone. Give it up for David Hable.